The paper she handed Marushed, half torn, read like this: "Please, leave this place. Never come back here again. I'm begging you. Find Sir Galahad. He might be able to help. Address 3030. Sir Galahad?" At first, I was too creeped out to think. But then, I asked, "Do you still want your fee?" She didn't respond. Still on the floor, forehead pressed down, hands raised over her head, trembling like a leaf. This was the same woman who, just 15 minutes ago, was trying to sell me a charm for $70. Now? She looked like she was begging for her life. I turned to leave, then remembered he had left the glasses behind. I looked back. She was still in that same position, face to the ground, ignoring the glasses completely. Weird. For a moment I thought, maybe I can leave the glasses here. But then I remembered the microwave, the frost on the door. No, this wasn't over. Throwing the glasses away wouldn't fix it. If anything, I had a feeling they were the only clue I had left. So I picked them up and left. I couldn't help but wonder how I got here. I should have been studying. Instead, I was chasing after scribbled addresses, handed to me by a woman who just got possessed or traumatized. And really? Sir Galahad? That sounded like the beginning of a scam. I could just picture it. Step 1, medium cries and acts terrified. Step 2, you must find someone more powerful. Step 3, the guy tells me, "Oh wow, this is very serious. We need to do a full-blown ritual. Bring cash, a lot of it." Honestly, I wouldn't have even considered it, except the situation had gone so far. I didn't even care anymore. I had no energy left to resist. So I dragged myself to the address she gave me, thinking I'd ask, "Do you know anyone named Sir Galahad?" Turns out, he had been dead for over a decade, and Nohe wasn't even a medium. They said he studied philosophy. Yeah, I just stood there in stunned silence, trying to figure out if I'd just been scammed, or if this whole thing had turned into a Monty Python sketch. Then they added, "If you want, we can give you the number of one of his former students." Seriously? I mean, what does a philosophy student have to do with any of this? But I had come too far. Nothing made sense anymore, and everything felt like it was spiraling out of control. So I took the number. I didn't want to be rude, so I sent a polite text. "Hello, I got your number from someone who said you were a student of Sir Galahad. I know this sounds strange, but I'd appreciate a moment of your time if possible." The reply came surprisingly fast. They couldn't meet in person right away, but they offered to call, so we spoke. And here's a summary of what I learned. The woman I visited earlier was likely a pseudo-medium. Apparently, true mediums aren't what people think they are. They're not prophets or fortune tellers. They're more like spiritual physicians. Their job isn't to predict the future. It's to fix things when someone is afflicted by a negative force, like a spirit, curse, or malicious energy. But here's the thing. Only 1 out of every 200 people who go to a medium are truly experiencing something that a medium must intervene with. The rest? Just bad luck, stress, or desperation. That's why most mediums today can't survive on actual spiritual work. So some of them exaggerate. They turn into half mediums. They peddle false hope, sell charms, and make it a business. The one I saw? Most likely one of those. And given her reaction, what's haunting me is beyond anything she could deal with. He said there are 2 possibilities. First, a revenant spirit, specifically, the spirit of an aborted child. He said those are nearly impossible to handle, even for skilled practitioners. The reason? They don't have names. They don't have memories. They don't even know what they want. You can't bribe them. You can't talk them down. The only way to send them off is through a massive ritual. The kind that requires the actual parents to participate. And even then, only a handful of true mediums in the entire country can do it. And it costs a lot, like $5,000 minimum. I felt lightheaded. How could I ask my parents for that kind of money? "Hi, Mom. So turns out I'm cursed by the spirit of a fetus. Can I get $5,000 for a spiritual cleansing?" LOL. Even if I could find the money, how would I even find the parents of that spirit? Then he gave me the second possibility. Something far more disturbing. Not a spirit, not a ghost, but something that never was human to begin with. Something with no name, no reason, no logic. Just hate. A being formed out of collective malice. The sum of countless people's anger, shame, cruelty, and pain, fused together into a kind of negative spiritual entity. The kind that doesn't haunt a person. It infects everything around it. It doesn't whisper in your ear. It doesn't slam doors. It just makes you fail to see the truck that's about to kill you. Or the microwave that shouldn't be frosting over. Or the cab driver who couldn't tell what you were. This thing, whatever it was, wasn't trying to scare me. It was trying to end me. And suddenly, I realized something horrifying. I had 2 more days before I could meet this person in real life. 2 whole days to survive on my own.